Welcome students. Today we are going to start new chapter, that is chapter 2, Principles of Management. Today we are going to discuss about the most important concept of management. That is the rule, the pathway, the method or the fundamental principles of management. Once we studied about the management, we come to know that the management is not only a science but also an art of getting things done in the most creative manner by others. So, it should have a certain rules and regulation on the basis of which we can complete our task in the given time period. So, basically, we come across few terms like science. It's a science. Why? Because it has to follow certain rules and regulations or the principles. So, everything we are going to study in this chapter. Further, the most important concept comes in principles of management. It is a science, but not only of getting the things done, but also science of human behavior. How they are going to perform the task might possible. Some people are getting attracted because of the good perks, some people are getting attracted towards the benefit, some people are attracted towards the salary. So that varies from person to person. And what is it? It is a behavior or a nature of human beings that leads to work. So it is not compulsory that the same principle will be applicable to everyone. Now the next thing which is most important here, that is on a creative basis might possible. In a firm A, person is getting promotion on the basis of experience, whereas in the firm B, the person is getting promotion on the basis of his performance. He is giving. So both these firms are following different principles. But according to Henry Fayol, he said that for every company, it is compulsory to follow certain principles. So let's see what actually the management principles means. Principles of management are broad and general guidelines for decision making and behavior of managers. Now, when we talk about principle of management, they are not like scientific principles. They are not as rigid as scientific principles, but they are just flexible general guidelines which guides the manager on to decision making and on to handling their manpower. Now, what are the characteristics, nature or features of principles of management? The first is universal applicability. Second is general guidelines. Third is principles are formed by practice and experience. Fourth is flexible. That means they are flexible. Fifth, they are based on human behavior. Sixth, they are contingent. Now let us study one by one characteristics in detail. The first characteristic is universal applicability. Now remember, they are applicable to all types of organization. When I am talking about all types of organization, it can be a large organization, a small organization, a profit making organization or non-profit organization. In any organization, these principles have their applicability. The extent of their application varies depend on the nature of organization, the business activity and the scale of operation. When it comes to smaller organization, may the nature of applicability will be very small in nature. Then when I am talking about very large organization with 5,000 employees, the approach will be different and there would be application of lot many principles of management. So the applicability differs, but they have universal applicability. Second is they are general guidelines. Next feature says these are the general guidelines to action. They are not the solution providers. So, if a manager is facing a problem of non cooperation from workers or they are not adhering to his command or to his instructions, so based on the management principle, he decide to follow a certain things. Here, management principle is giving guidelines to a action. He can take, he is not providing a solution. Chances are the action he takes may give him positive result, but it might give him negative outcome. The external environment is very dynamic. It keeps on changing constantly and there results of many factors. So hence we can say that management principles are just guidelines. They do not provide solutions. Next is these principles are made by practice and experimentation. So whenever you study a principle of management, remember they were all formed by an experience and it was a collective wisdom of managers and the experimentation which they did. For example, if I am saying that by providing incentives, motivation of employees would increase, they would be motivated to achieve the goals. Suppose a production manager wants to achieve a goal of 10,000 units of production. So, in that scenario, he gives incentive. If every worker is able to give the certain amount of outcome, then he would be awarded pretty well. So, it exceed the target, he would be given a particular monetary incentive. If he is below the target, then it might affect the incentive which would be given. So all these principles are based on practice and experimentation. Now they are flexible in nature. They are not rigid like scientific principles. They can be modified as per the demand, as per the situation, based on the type of organization we are working on to. Remember, individual principles are like different tools which are serving different purposes. The managers have to decide which tool he can use under what circumstance. It is not necessary. You need to refer to one particular principle. You can use any of the principle to solve your problem. The next feature is it is based on human behavior. Now see, we are dealing with humans here. So, management principles aim at influencing the behavior of human beings. They enable us to understand or to get a better understanding and also understanding the relationship but human and the material resources, and this help us in accomplishing an organization goals. So management principle help us to influence the behavior of humans so that we can achieve the organization goal which we have. The management principles are contingent. See how they are contingent? They are contingent to the happening of a given situation. The manager is free to decide whether to apply them or not when any problem arises. This implies that the principles are dependent on the nature of situation and cannot be applied blindly on any situation. This needs to be modified according to the problem and then to be applied. Let us now understand significance or the importance of management principles. When I am talking about the significance, the management principles, we need to understand why these principles are necessary, how they contribute to the growth of the organization. So these significance are they increase managerial efficiency. Then second one is they help us in the maximum usage and the effective administration of resources, that is the optimum utilization of resources. Third is they helpful for the scientific and logical decision. That means they are helpful to the managers in taking logical decision and scientific decisions. Next is they help to cope up with the changing environment, and we are talking about the external environment here. Next is they helps to fulfill the social responsibility, and the last one is they are useful for research, training and development. Now let us understand one by one in detail. The first significance is it increases the managerial efficiency. So basically here this principle provide the managers with a useful insight. For example, when I tell you that employees can be motivated through incentives or by providing higher wage rate, so I am giving you the insight. Now if you want to motivate your employees or your workers, you can use that in reality. So what is happening here? The principle of motivation is giving you the insight into the real world situation. When you are adhering to these management principles, they will add knowledge, ability, and understanding of the situation and circumstances. Whenever to have the knowledge of this principle, what happens is you can tackle the situation in a much better manner. Second thing, you are saving yourself from the wastage of efforts which you have put on otherwise. Let's take an example of principle of delegation. What is delegation? It is nothing but giving the routine decision to the to be taken by the subordinate. Now, what happens when the manager does that? There would happen two things. First is he would save his own time rather than wasting time in taking day to day decisions which can be taken by the subordinates. He would be saving that much of time. He would be spending more time making quality decisions which are necessary for the achievement of organizational goal. And the second thing what happens out here is subordinate get motivated that they have been given an additional responsibility which can help them earn more recognition if he implement properly. Second significance is optimum utilization of resources. It helps in optimum utilization of resources and effective administration. When you are having the knowledge of this principle, as a manager, you are able to adopt the systematic and logical approach to the problems which you are facing. So that helps you to save time, helps in utilizing the resources in efficient manner. The principle of management would limit the boundaries of managerial discretion so that the decision may be free from personal prejudice and biases. For example, when you are making the budget of an organization, because of principle of management, the manager would be able to take a decision wherein the contribution of each and every person would be considered rather than he make a decision based on personal biases. So when it comes to management principle, they help in utilization of resources in optimum manner and also effective administration. Let's move to the next significance, which is scientific decisions. As you are aware that scientific decisions are based on facts, they are thoughtful and they are justifiable. Like the law of gravity can be justified. They are timely, they are realistic, and they are subject to measurement and evaluation. Similarly, management principles help in taking realistic, logical decisions. They provide a realistic and subjective measurement of evaluation in organization. Next, they help us to meet the requirement of changing environment. You all are aware the organization is working in a situation where world has become the global village. The business happens across the continent, across the countries, across the different geographies. So the management principles can be modified and they help the manager to meet the changing requirement of the business environment. They help us to make the decision as per the dynamic environment which the managers are facing. as principles are flexible, so we can change, adopt as per the requirement. Next is they also help us in fulfilling the social responsibility. What does that means? See, over the years, as you are aware, organizations are there because of society, and organizations are the part of society. So they need to contribute to the society. They cannot work against the society. So management principles help in fulfilling the social responsibility. The principles have been developed to serve the demand of society, and principles have established ethics which helps the manager to fulfill the social responsibility towards the society. So when it comes to management principle, when they were developed, society were kept in mind. For example, principle of equity. We have this principle which says you need to give fair and equal treatment to all the employees. Similarly, other principles are also made in such a manner that the social responsibility of an organization and society is fulfilled. Significance is useful for research, training, and development. The proper understanding of principles is the base of training, research, and development in the field of management. Management is taught on the basis of this principle, which help the management institute prepare future managers. These principles help managers to take decision and action in the right manner. Application of these principles by the manager bring innovation in the field of management. So students, here we conclude our today's session. Thank you.